Okay, so we're doing a take two of this. We got so far through on the first go and then the phone died, so we've plugged it in. So, this is kind of like a spiritual sequel. In fact, it might just be a straight up sequel. So, a few months back, I talked about Suddenly in the Dark, this cool little gem from South Korea from the 80s. Wonderful little horror film. Something that I came across quite by chance on Amazon Prime. I'd never heard of it before. So I was like, let's just roll the dice. Just went into it and it was so much fun. And wouldn't you know who won the pony? It just so happens that Terrorvision were prepping a Blu-ray release of it. So I decided I had to get in on this, and from whatever reason, I think I'd wasted too much time. I was only able to order the standard edition. But I was thinking, it's fine. I'll just, happy to have it in the collection. Anyway, there was some delays. I think there was some basically technical difficulties. I think the initial batch of discs they got were faulty, so that kind of threw things up in the air. Again, when you're an independent label, you tr- you're just trying to roll with it as best you can, and obviously they were working hard to get it, the issue resolved. So anyway, finally arrives today. It's not long been here. Again, apologies in advance because I all the cellophane's off already because I was was well on towards the end of the unboxing. So it's all right, but I'll try and be convincing with my performance. So there was quite a hefty box that had arrived, more than what you'd expect for a standard edition. So anyway, I opened it up and we have this waiting on the top. Howdy. Since you've been waiting for your copy of Suddenly in the Dark for so long, we've decided to upgrade you to the deluxe edition on the house. To show how much we appreciate your patience with us, we are beyond grateful for your support. Please let us know if you have any questions or concerns. How lovely. Again, you can't ask any more than that. So what a pleasant surprise. So thank you very much, Terrorvision. Incidentally, this is the first time I've ever ordered something from Terrorvision. Obviously, most of with me being in the UK, most of the boutique labels I use, like Arrow, 88 Films, Eureka, and then of course Radiance have been putting out some good stuff. Obviously, I did. Obviously, Criterion. Everybody likes Criterion. The only thing is, you don't always get the releases that the Americans get. I'm still waiting on the Heroic Trio release. Never mind. But yeah, obviously there you go. There's another great one from America, Vinegar Syndrome. Obviously, I was lucky enough to get their Iron Angels release. But yeah, that was the first. That was an occasional buy from Vinegar Syndrome, and I was very pleased. This is the first time ordering from Terrorvision, and look at this. So got a gorgeous, gorgeous box that it's all in. Very, very sturdy box with some great artwork all around. And then obviously on the back we got basically these shots from kind of when things are getting pretty insane in the last 20 minutes or so of the movie. So let's see what we got. Now I've reassembled this. I kind of like put it all inside. So we've got the initial box, and then we've got a slipcase. So again, I'm very, very impressed with how Terrorvision's packaged all of this, because you never know what they're going to do. Obviously, different labels have different approaches. So we've got our slipcase, and again, more great artwork from When Things Are Going to Hell in a Handbasket, and again on the back we got our. Well, I love this actress who plays the wife. She just goes through the ringer. She wasn't asking for any of this. It's all the husband's fault. So yeah, this is great. Great artwork continues. So we'll just slide it on out. So we got our again both 4K Blu-ray and standard Blu-ray included in this. So that's, again, brilliant stuff. So we've got that wonderful, again, that nightmarish, beautifully nightmarish artwork on the front. And then on the back, we've got our synopsis breakdown of the special features and a couple of screen caps, technical specs. So let's get into it. So, 101 minutes. It's in colour, you might be pleased to know. Region A, B and C. So great. Obviously Korean with English subtitles. Special features include a perfectly bound booklet with writings from Alexandra Hella Nicholas, Amber T. Heather Drain, Piers Conran, Paul Lee, Grady Hendricks, Christopher Koenig. So a couple of different essays by the looks of it. We've got an audio commentary from Korean film expert Ariel Schudson. Visual essay from Clayton Dillard. Interview with producer David Sue. Interview with critic Kim Bong-suk on the history of Korean horror films. That'll be interesting. Right, so we have they've also included an older HD presentation done by the Korean Archive. It'd be interesting to compare those because the version here, it's a brand new 4K restoration, exclusively done by TerraVision. So the restoration on the disc here, the main feature, is exclusively done by TerraVision, uncut of course. So the version that we watched on Amazon Prime isn't necessarily the same version that's going to be on here. But it's going to be interesting to do a comparison. I mean, what I will say, the version on Amazon Prime is just fine. It's still a good restoration, so if you go and buy that, that's still perfectly fulfilling, but it'll be interesting to see what's here. So let's get into this again. Right, so let's have a look so we can give you a full clear view. We might take away some of the glare now that it's out the plastic. And then on the inside spread, we'll get the shot of this friggin' doll, man. I love this thing. It's one of those. I hope it still exists somewhere, whether it's lying around in a warehouse or someone's got it in their own private collection. I hope it still exists. So that's our sleeve, and then actually inside we got a couple of bits. Obviously we got our advertisement from some other releases from TerraVision, and then got a lovely little card thanking us for our order. It's nice. And also they included a couple of little Happy Halloween stickers, so that was cool. And then discs themselves. So on the inside we've got our Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray, and then this one is our 4K disc, so that's great. And then obviously separate, what I imagine is the replacement disc. Again, I haven't checked any of this out yet playing it, but so if there's a fault with this, this is a standard Blu-ray disc as well, so if there's a fault with this one, this will be the replacement. So we've covered all bases there, that's great. And then in terms of the actual extra stuff we got in the set, so we've got a poster. It is a single-sided poster, but it's very striking. Beautiful. Again, some of that, like we were saying, that nightmarish fever dream imagery, and of course you've got the doll front and centre. That is, again, I love the actress again who plays the wife, and she is very lovely. She obviously, there's that whole subplot. She's worried about her husband having the affair with a younger woman. I'm telling you, she has nothing to worry about. She got it going on, man. So we got this great poster, striking, very striking. And obviously it's always cool when you've got whether it's Japanese text, Chinese text, Korean text, everything's cooler in that font. It's great. So we've got a great poster, and then we've got an art card, like a lobby card that doubles as a postcard, we won't be sending it to anyone. We're keeping it for ourselves. So again, some more cool art on the lobby card. That's great. And then of course you got your postcard, and you got TerraVision stamp on there as well. Awesome. Right then, and then we get to the perfectly bound booklet, and it's quite thick, which is always nice. Again, great artwork, and then of course the back of it. And then of course, obviously our various writings and essays throughout, and also do have a number of shots from the film. Of course, on the inside cover we've got that like kaleidoscopic shot, and then a bit further along, kind of evenly spread throughout, we've got obviously this again full nightmare mode here, full nightmare fuel again. It always just makes you wonder if you saw any of these shots like out of context, like what the hell is going on. And again, just it's always great. You gotta love films when they just go total batshit and just the throne just taking some big swings, and it's so but it's a crazy sequence, but you can tell like they've been wonderfully creative and inventive, and obviously taking some cues from The Shining when obviously we're going through that door, son. Very, very good. Obviously shot of the butterfly because the husband's a lepidopterist, don't you know. By the way, this is kind of where we got to in the previous take of the video, so we're doing all right. Obviously we get this shot here from the flashback sequence, and then let's have a look what else. I think there's just one or two more. It might actually just be this one right at the back. Obviously the nightmare dream sequence, again, is it in the wife's head, is it not, who knows. And again, this is one of these films because obviously the final shot of the movie is just a total what are we supposed to take away from this. But again, you're kind of in that, like, you get certain films where you don't know where are we, like obviously Suspiria, you don't know, is it a nightmare, is it a dream. The only thing we know that happens for definite is that Susie Banyan arrives in Germany at the airport. But after that, it's anyone's guess. Same with like Lisa and the Devil. Obviously Elka Summer. Is she a reincarnation? Is the whole thing a dream? We don't know. So, and then something else as well. I mean, obviously, like audition. Is our guy having some really, really weird nightmares, or is this younger girl that he's gone for really that sadistic? Who knows? You're welcome to draw your own conclusions, and isn't that what's so wonderful? The magic of cinema, ladies and gentlemen. So that wraps this up. We've got this awesome booklet, awesome poster, lobby cards, beautiful artwork throughout. We've got a really, really impressive, sturdy box, which we all can appreciate. It can take a pounding. So that wraps this up. TerraVision, thank you very, very much. You're doing the Lord's work. All you independent boutique labels, keep doing what you're doing, because this is what physical media is all about. I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, the standard edition is still on sale on the TerraVision website. You might still even be able to look out and get your hands on the Collector's Deluxe box set. That wraps this up. And yeah, let's get the Blu-ray fired up, see what it's like. And again, if you've got it, congratulations, enjoy. If you're thinking about getting it, I hope this has been informative and has helped you out. And I will see you all later on down the line with whatever I come up with next. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.